Hi, I'm Katie. Today I'm talking to you guys about annoying people on the bus. And recently I've been taking the bus a lot. You get a very annoying bus ride because this person is sitting there listening to loud music.
It's their duty to share their music with the world because their music's the best, and I understand if you're so passionate about the music that you love, but you don't have to share it with us. Just because you like Taylor Swift doesn't mean that the other person will like Taylor Swift. I'm sitting there trying to listen to my classical, and the guy next to me for some reason is listening to Taylor Swift, and it's up really loud, and I'm thinking, why is he not deaf by now? And it's really disturbing.
Every time I get on the bus, there are spare seats, and I'm just sitting there by myself on the bus, and I'm just like, yeah, another day. And then the person, she's like 20, she comes up to me, she goes, can you get up and move to another seat? I don't want to see you here, I want to have the seat. So I have to move so this lady can have my seat. So I get up really nicely and move to my next seat, and she comes over to me and she goes, hi, sorry again, I want that seat, not that seat, that seat is,
Even worse are those people who ask you to get off the seat when there is seats spare. And I understand when there is no seat spare, and if you're above the age of like 50 and you're a pensioner or you've retired and you have a problem, you're pregnant, you're ill, you're sick. But those 25-year-olds who've just graduated from uni, no, you can't sit down because they are so much better than you.
The brat, this is the kid that gets up. He gets on the bus, he gets up, he sits down really nicely, and then he goes, Mom, I don't want to sit here. And then he gets up, he runs up and down the bus like as little kids do, but like 10 times faster, and then he like jumps on every seat, and then if you're sitting there, he'll sit on your lap and he'll be like, what up? I'm a little kid and I can do little kid stuff, and you're just sitting there like, excuse me, could you please control your child? And the parent does nothing. I'm just saying, the parent does nothing. Poor parent.
The one kid who's had that much sugar that he has to run around the entire bus screaming. And of course the bus driver can't stop because it's in the middle of the road, and the kid's running around screaming and jumping all over people and the bus and pressing buttons so the bus stops at stations where it doesn't need to. And then it's like those people who go into lifts and they press every single button on the lift, and then they get out of the next one, and the poor people in it trying to get up on the 100th floor have to stop at every single level to get there because
this is the mother that comes on with the baby and the kid.
These are the adults who can somehow care for children but not pay for petrol. These are the adults that sit on the bus, which I understand if it's faster, but they have the small children, the ones which cry and shout and run around screaming everywhere and make your bus experience a living nightmare. These are the parents who don't do anything about their children when they start crying and distracting all the other bus passengers because, they're on Facebook too.
This is a bus driver that doesn't carry any money, doesn't care if you don't have a go-card, he just wants to do his job because he's lazy and he wants to go on his lunch break.
Okay, so these are the people who hop on the bus, they catch the bus regularly, or off, I don't even know, but they haven't got a ticket at the station, no. They have to take the cash up to and at the front of the line, right? And they take the cash up to the bus driver, and he has to sort out the change. But often or not, they won't have the right amount of cash in their hand, and the bus driver won't be able to provide them with change or something. And it'll be a good 10 minutes you're standing there and there's like 20 other people in the line behind you trying to get off the bus. But the bus driver can't keep on because this is one guy, that one person who has the wrong amount of cash and doesn't have a card.
This is the person that is sitting on the bus. You think they're like a workaholic. And then they get their headphones out and they're just like, what up? It's a dance party. So they put on their headphones and they start singing loud, really loud singing with really loud music, and they're just having the time of their life. And you're sitting there like, are you serious? Really?
One of them who complains to the bus driver when they're like 2 minutes late. Like, get over yourself. Have you ever driven a car? Have you ever been in traffic? It's terrible. Get over it. Especially city traffic. You don't have to complain to the bus driver about him being 5 or 10 minutes late. I mean, I get if you have a little whinge at him, it's not his entire fault. You don't have to argue at him. And I understand if you just complain a little bit, but you don't have to shout at him for the rest of my bus trip because it makes it a very unpleasant experience. I'm trying to sit here and do my work or listen to music and all I can hear is your screaming noise in the background. And it's so annoying. And I think the poor driver, just leave him alone. He hasn't done much wrong. It's not his fault.
You're on the bus and then somebody gets a phone call, so it goes ring ring and they answer it. Hello? And they're talking really loud. I mean, not loud, that's fine, but they're talking loud, like shouting. They're like, hello? How are you? Mate, I can't hear you because the service. And you're just sitting there on the bus very quietly, very patiently, just like, can you hurry up? And they don't. And then they're just like, I gotta go! My stop's coming up next. Okay? I'll see you on Tuesday. 9 o'clock. Yep. Bye. Beep.
And then when the phone rings, they think, why are you picking it up on the bus anyway? That's not even proper etiquette. Like if you're gonna take a call, at least speak quietly or do what the normal people and put their headphones in and speak.
We all know that sitting at the lights on a bus is very irritating because you know your stop is the next one coming up. You're sitting there and there's a pedestrian who's banging on the thing, on that button thing. It's like he's having a go at it, and then the lights stop. Just as the bus approaches the lights, they stop. So the bus stops and the person comes across at like turtle speed. He's like, you might even check Facebook as he's walking across, but he gets slower and slower and slower, and you're just like, are you serious? And then it's just, yep, and the lights have gone green by now, and he still isn't off the road.
So like whether you're driving a car, you're taking a taxi, you're trying to cross the street, these are the people who stand at the lights and they walk really slowly, so much so that you're sitting there on the bus because the bus is quite long and it can't necessarily get through the lights very quickly, and they're walking across really slowly, and by the time they reach the end the light's already gone yellow and you've missed it.